great if she was, because she just had that Stranger Things release. Mm-hmm. Have you guys seen it? Hold on. Where is it? Oh, I thought it was already. But did you need this? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Have you guys seen the latest episode of Stranger Things? I mean, the latest season or half a season or whatever the hell it is.
I don't really watch Stranger Things.
I don't really.
You haven't seen it?
I don't watch.
Yo, y'all gotta see it.
I like.
Am I the only one that's gonna be talking about 11 right now?
Yeah.
Yo, that shit. Have y'all seen
I didn't really fuck with it like that.
Yeah.
You should. It's amazing. It just.
Here's the thing. I watched the first season and I was like, this is a good show. Like, I get why people like it. This is a good show. Like, objectively. But I couldn't get into it.
Especially for you that you mentioned that you liked the Breakfast Club and like all these 80s movies.
I get it.
Like the aesthetic of Stranger Things is like so perfect for that.
But
I know.
Like,
I try to watch
it. The
it.
theme though are very different because the aesthetic is there, but the theme
is very different.
Right, but like now in this season 4, they're older. They're like at the end of high school, and they're
exciting.
And so they're like.
I love the costumes.
It's just a great show. And
maybe I'll give it another try. But I started season 2 and then I just never finished it because I was like.
And Millie Bobby got her fucking start. Like that's her
Millie Bobby
her
Brown.
rise to stardom.
But she's so grown up now.
Noah Schnapp's.
She's 18.
She's 18.
That's insane. They were talking. What is it? Is it?
I only know because she was on Hot Ones.
Is it Gate and 2 of the boys were like doing an interview and they were like, "That's crazy. We started this show when we were 13 and we're 20 now." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Right, it's crazy.
I forget COVID happened and that like 2 years people didn't do anything.
I really enjoy it, and I really like the fact that. Did you guys notice that Kate Bush song went number 1 because of it, because of Stranger Things?
What?
That Deal with God or whatever. There's a song right now that's like really popular that was from the 80s. Kate Bush is an 80s artist, because there's this scene in Stranger Things where Max, the girl the Sadie is her name. She played the girl in All Too Well. Right?
I know it. Sadie Fink.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
So there's this scene where she is essentially like.
Oh, I've seen the meme, or whatever, but with other songs.
It's so that whole scene is so fucking
insane,
phenomenal. Like everything about it is just so good, and I'm like, I was kind of really, really waiting to like talk about it because I was like, yo, people have to see it. So. Y'all fucking, that is great. Stranger Things season 4, part 1, gotta watch it. It's really great. And part 2 comes out in July. So you guys have time to watch all of them. And then season 5 will be the last.
Yeah, it doesn't have that many episodes, right? It's like 8 episodes a season or something.
But this season 4 is gonna have 14.
Oh wow.
And then season 5 will be the last one.
No, I was just watching. I just finished Handmaid's Tale, so that has been like. I
haven't been wanting to watch that because of everything happening and the
it's a little too real.
The Supreme Court and all that bullshit. So I'm just like,
finished it.
God, I don't want to do.
And
I don't want to like.
I am itching for season 5. Like,
what is that one about?
I haven't seen a show like that in so long.
It's
like
great.
I haven't watched a show and been like that hooked. It's set in like a futuristic, like dystopian America. Like after there was like a civil war. So basically like birth rates had gone down and women were experiencing like a lot of infertility because, you know, people didn't want to have kids anymore. And so, you know, evolution and all that shit. And so because the birth rate was it was so fucking low, people were like freaking out and being like, we're gonna go the human race is gonna go extinct. And damn, that was fucking hard to say. Jesus Christ. Like not a day goes by that English doesn't whoop my ass. But anyway, and so they create like a new America essentially that's called Gilead, where they literally like rip all of the kids, like all of the children get taken away from their parents. Women who are fertile are made handmaids who are there to serve the families of those who are in power and can have children. So there will be like commanders who are like, you know, part of the government and are in power, and so their wives won't be able to have children, so the family gets a handmaid, and every month they have a ceremony where essentially the handmaid is like raped by the commander, and then they're forced to carry the child for that family, and then at the end, like whenever they give birth, they give the child, and it's so fucking insane. And like there's a bunch of fucking rules, like women in this, like in Gilead, like women are not allowed to read, they're not allowed to write, they're not allowed to like leave the house like without their husband.
Like yeah, that really sounds like something that would be
like
hitting the most, like right now. That'd be like, what the fuck?
And they're like super, like everything is by like the Bible. Like they're very, very religious, because there's like a tale in the Bible of Rachel and somebody else. I'm thinking of that joke that John Mulaney was like, hey, why does everybody in the Bible have like a super fucking weird name and their wives have like a really normal name? Like it'll be like Rachel and like Isaacia or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? Anyway, so they live like by the Bible, and like nobody's allowed to leave the like Gilead. And it's like it's like fascinating. It is traumatizing. Like,
yeah, it's like really like it's very really like Fahrenheit 451.
I don't know if I could watch that.
Like heavy,
like 1984 like, kind of bullshit.
The shit that they put on that show, it's so hard to watch. Like I remember, I obviously knew what it was about because like it's been out for a while now, and you know people talk about it, especially when there's like when it concerns like women issues like in real life, like people always like bring it up, but I literally watched the first episode and I was like 20 minutes in and I like paused it and I was like, what the fuck like I was like, they show everything, like the abuse, like it's really, really hard to watch, but it is like a phenomenal fucking show. Margaret Atwood, you are one crazy bitch. Like you are crazy bitch.
There was this like when that first abortion bill passed in Texas, where the 6 weeks thing, there was a picture that went viral of women at the Texas Capitol in the Handmaid's Tale outfits or whatever. And so it was like really, really potent and powerful. It's insane.
It's an insane show.
Yeah, you should watch it. But
you should watch
crazy.
it. It's so fucking good. It's so good. So yeah, that's what I've been only watching that. Like
nonstop.
I don't know, yeah. You know what I started watching?
Just emotionally torturing yourself.
Not like nonstop. Like I will take breaks and like watch New Girl in between.